DEESLIMDAOG and STAYSOLIDISDAMOVEMENT. Praise be to the Most High. Yeah, we back with another one. Yeah, man, the scheming demon already knew that they didn't deserve you. Yeah, the scheming demon knew from the beginning that they didn't deserve you and that you were just too good for them. Yeah, they knew you was the best thing that they ever had. They already knew that. Yeah, but they played a game to try to pretend to trick you, to make you think you didn't know that you was the best thing that they ever had. Yeah, that's how it go when you're dealing with that narcissist, man. They knew that you was too good for them. Their family members knew that you was too good for them. You know, the flying monkeys, their mama, their daddy, their sister, their brother, their cousin, whoever that they run and hang with. Yeah, they already knew that you was too good for them too. And they were just waiting on them to mess up. Yeah, they were just waiting on that scheming demon, the narcissist, that empty meat suit to blow it like they always do. Yeah, that's why they wasn't so quick to be your friend. They wasn't so fast to talk to you. They was real standoffish to you because they knew that you wasn't gonna really be around that long. Yeah, they family, the scheming demon family, the flying monkeys knew that you wouldn't be around that long. Yeah, they know this is what they do. Yeah, this is a cycle that they do. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Yeah, the Splendor Blender. They family know all about it. You just didn't know all about it. You was the best thing to the narcissist, and they know that. But with they sick, twisted, demented, dysfunctional, diabolical self, they're gonna play a game, and that's what they do. I tell y'all, man, this is a game to the narc, man. Any attention is better than no attention. The narcissist will do anything to get a rise out of you, to get any type of supply out of you, whether it be good or whether it be bad. They just want to get some supply out of you. Just them calling you, getting an argument out of you, hey man, to them, man, they get it. That means everything to them, because in their mind, you still love them. They don't look at it like the average person, like, man, they aggravating you and you wish they get the hell on out your life. And their mind is a game. They think that you don't really mean what you telling them. When you tell a narcissist no, that's like telling a rapist no. They gonna keep on coming for you. Same thing like the narcissist, they ain't gonna stop. They ain't gonna quit. You gotta really put your foot down, and you gotta show the scheming demon that you truly and you really, really mean business to them, man. You really do. Yeah, because they know what they doing. Yeah, they know it's a game, but the truth is this: you gotta cut them off and get away from them, because you don't deserve and don't need to play that game, and they don't deserve to have you in their life, and they already know this. They already know that you too good for them, and you ain't gonna be around. That's why they play the games that they play, because it's a game. Because they know what real person, what chosen person of God will sit around and play and waste their time with a demon. The narcissists already know that, but see, this is the whole trick. They know you don't know that. So here's where the fun starts with them. You don't know nothing about them. You don't know nothing about narcissism. You don't know that they're a demon. You don't know nothing about breadcrumbing. You don't know nothing about future faking. You don't know nothing about triangulating. So guess what? The deck in their hand, man. They got the advantage over you, because you don't know that you finna get to play a game, and you don't even know the rules to the game. And that's how it is with a narcissist. Yeah, they're a cheater. They was cheating you for day one, and they knew they was gonna cheat you. They knew you didn't know what you was getting into when you start dealing with them. They hold all the cards from day fucking one. And you didn't even know. You didn't know that, hey man, you know what? The deck is stacked, man. They cheating already. You didn't know that, man, that the game was already rigged from day one. From day one. Because they already knew you was too good for them. They knew you was better than them. Yeah, they knew that. They knew you was strong. And if you really knew who they truly was, you wouldn't deal with them. You wouldn't deal with their ass. That's why they didn't tell you who they really was, because they knew that they wouldn't stand a chance in hell of being in your life. Not no way, no form, and no shape, man. They know that. They know these things. That's why they deceive people, manipulate people, pretend to be somebody that they know they ain't. That's why they do that. Because if the narcissist was to be theyself, they wouldn't have a friend in the world. They wouldn't have nobody around them at all, which they truly don't have any friends, because nobody don't truly know them. Because they're going to be different with everybody they encounter. The way they is with you, they're going to be different with somebody else. I mean, they might be the same kind of way, but they're going to have some things about them that a person say, nah, I don't see them like that. Because the way you see them and the things you do them, they're going to show them all the good stuff, and you only going to see all their flaws. But when you begin to catch on to their flaws and see, okay, this is who this demon really is, that's when they got to get away from you. The game ain't fun no more. You know why? Because you found out that they're a piece of shit, and now you know that they know that they a demon, and it's all a game, and that you are too good for the demon, for that demon. Yeah, they know that, man, but they try to like confuse you, keep you in a splendor blender to bring doubt in your mind, to have you confused, and to have you thinking that it's something wrong with you. But in reality, it ain't nothing wrong with you. It's something wrong with that demon. Yeah, it's something wrong with that demon. You know, that demon just want to come into your life, kill, steal, and destroy. Not just your life, anybody's life who they encounter. That's what they do. Yeah, that's what the narcissists do. They ain't trying to change. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, they say they players. They say they pimps. They say they label themselves and all type of things. They chameleons. But one thing they ain't real, and they ain't solid. Yeah, man, the narcissist ain't worth the squeeze of the juice. That's why you can't get entangled with these type of people. That's why you got to set boundaries. That's why you got to have red flags. And like I tell y'all before, anything that makes you feel uncomfortable is a red flag, yo. You know, that's why the narcissist got over on a lot of us, because we didn't set boundaries. And we ignored all the red flags. We ignore all the red flags. So we got to pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the red flags, man. You know, when they get to talking about stuff that you know, hey, man, that don't make no sense. You heard that before. Or it make the hairs on your arm stand up, or in the back of your head, or wherever your hair stand up at. Or if you ain't got no damn hair, however it make you feel, if it make you feel some type of way, then it's a red flag, man. But the narcissist already knew that you was too good for them. They already knew in due time that you was going to wake up out that splendor blender. They knew it, but they just didn't know when. They ain't know how long. But they knew eventually you was going to wake up, because all of their victims do. You wasn't the first victim. And that's the crazy thing about it. I know a lot of times we feel like we was the first ones into their life, but we wasn't the first ones. And 9 times out of 10, we won't be the last ones, man. Yes, the narcissist already knew that you was too good for them. If anybody need coaching sessions, you can get at me at therealDSlimDaog@gmail.com. You also can contact me on Instagram, DEESLIMDAOG, and you can donate to the channel, Cash App, $DEEBOY10. Yeah, man. But everybody already knew, man, that you was too good for that demon. Yeah, their family already knew. The flying monkeys already knew. You know, people in the neighborhood already knew. You know, people at the church already knew. Everybody knew that you was too good for the scheming demon except you. But now you know the truth. That you was the best thing that the narcissist ever had. And you're probably going to be the best thing that they ever will have. So with that being said, stay no contact. Stay detached from that demon. Keep God first. And until the next time, knowledge is power. Stay solid is the movement. Y'all stay solid, stay blessed. Peace and shalom. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. We out.